You don't need followers to sell your digital products on Pinterest, and you don't need to show your face either. Today I'm showing you exactly how I create 30 pins to market my digital products in just 1 hour. That's a whole month of traffic coming to your website and your digital products in just one sitting. The reason why I'm making this video is because I work part-time and I know how hard social media marketing can be. So if you are looking for a more sustainable way to market your digital products, Pinterest is the way to go. But Pinterest is not about publishing more. It's actually about being strategic, knowing what to pin and where to send them to. It's easy to think Pinterest is a social platform. Post pretty pins, build a following, and sell your stuff. But Pinterest is not social media. Is a visual search engine. Nobody follows you before they can buy from you. In fact, according to Pinterest research, 96% of top searches on Pinterest are unbranded. Because on Pinterest, small brands compete on relevance and demand instead of fame and popularity. They search, they click, and they will land somewhere. And that somewhere is what's going to decide if you're going to make money or not. By the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the exact 30 pin mix I use, the 5-step process I run on a timer, in the funnel that I send every pin into. I'm also going to share with you the 3 types of pins that you absolutely need to create if you want to actually sell your digital products. And if you'd rather not start this process from scratch, I created a pin vault for you in CANVA with 30 pin templates that you can easily customize the colors, the text, and that already includes the 3 types of pins that you need to include in your strategy, so you can get these 30 pins published in just 1 hour. To get access to the pin vault for free, you can just go to freedomcreatorsociety.com/pin-vault. And before someone comments, why not just post on Instagram? Well, Instagram is great for selling digital products, but it requires a tremendous amount of work. You have to publish like 3 reels a day to try to get some momentum, and your post is going to be dead in 48 hours. TikTok also works. You can do it faceless, but it requires a lot of volume. So if you're not willing to publish like 3 to 5 times a day, it's just going to take you a long time to grow. And a lot of people that I see growing now on TikTok, they are going live every day. So if you're not willing to do that, it might not be the platform for you. Pinning your Etsy listings as well, it can be a good strategy, but it doesn't work on its own. That's why you need to include these 3 types of pins that I'm going to share with you in a minute. Pinterest is the only place that you're going to publish something now and it's going to bring you traffic 6 months from now. That's why if you are short on time, I would highly recommend you start on Pinterest just like I did. But I need to be honest with you because Pinterest is slow. So if you are starting this and you're going to quit in 2 weeks, don't even bother. You can leave this video because Pinterest requires consistency. It takes somewhere between 3 to 9 months to get real momentum, but everything that you publish, it will compound. If 1 hour of work sounds like a lot, you can compare with Instagram, for example. It will require at least 20 hours a week to just stay visible on Instagram. And not to mention that the content that you publish on Instagram only lasts 48 hours and they will disappear. Like a month from now, no one's going to see them. And that doesn't happen on Pinterest. So marketing your digital products on Pinterest and building this traffic machine is the cheapest asset that you ever build for your business. Before you make a single pin, you need to know where it's going because the pin is just the front door. And the funnel that I use to sell my digital products include these 4 steps. The first step on this Pinterest funnel is, of course, your pin. That pin can lead to 3 places. It can be a freebie, it can be a blog post, or it can be a landing page. You just need to make sure these pages have a sign up form so they can be added to your email list, which is the 3rd step of this funnel. In your email list is where you're going to nurture that audience, and that's where you're going to actually sell your digital products. The mistake that I see constantly is that people use the pins as the whole strategy. They don't have a system behind it. Or worse, all the pins just leads to an Etsy listing, and what happens is people will click on Etsy, they will see all of the other competition, they will get distracted, and once they click away from your shop, that's it, you lost them forever because you don't have their email and you don't have any way to connect with them again. When you send that same person to a freebie, they can sign up and they can be part of your email list where you can nurture them, you can build a relationship with them. Now you own that connection. You can email them next month with updates, with sales that you're running on your shop. Whether Pinterest sends you traffic or not. Pinterest will bring you strangers, but it's your email that is going to turn them into buyers. And this is exactly what I did when I started my Notion template business, because I didn't want to show up on social media. I didn't want to tell any of my friends about my business. So I started publishing on Pinterest. I created a freebie, and that freebie sold my Notion course inside my email list. Now that you understand the big picture of this strategy, you might be asking yourself, what do I actually have to pin? Because just pinning the same product over and over again is not a strategy, and you can get your account flagged because 30 pins of the same product is not a strategy. So I'm going to show you the exact 30 pin mix that I use. Every one of my 30 pins fall in one of these three buckets, and the balance between them is what makes this strategy work. Bucket number one is your freebie pins. These pins are going to lead to something free. It can be a Notion template, it can be a free workshop, it can be a free mini course, anything that is going to solve a small problem that your audience has. And you need to make sure you tell and show in the graphic what that freebie does. The graphic on your pin should show the outcome that they get by opting in. For example, for a planner, you could put plan your entire month in 20 minutes instead of free organizer planner template. And if you want to make some cash faster, you can redirect them to a low ticket offer, a $7, $9 Notion template, something that you will solve the very next problem that they have. Bucket number two are your paid product pins. These go to the thing that you are actually selling. Here, you just need to keep in mind that your freebie and your paid product, they are very close to each other. So if your freebie is a budget template, you want to make sure that the paid product is an upgraded version or finance system, something that is very related to the freebie. Some examples for these pins could be like a before and after using your product. You can answer some FAQs about your product. You can talk about the pain that people have when they don't have your product and the transformation. And you can also use storytelling. You can tell your own story, your own transformation. Bucket number three are your education pins. This is where you're going to put your how-tos, your tutorials, your mindset tips, and your beginner mistakes. This content has nothing to do with selling. This is all about attracting cold traffic, people that never heard about you, that first contact. And that's why you should never send them straight to a sales page. By now you can notice what this mix does. Some pins will bring strangers, some pins will turn strangers into subscribers, and some pins will turn subscribers into buyers. So you're not just making 30 pins, but you are building this sales funnel that is going to be working for you as a machine 24/7. Now, I want to name something that is probably at the back of your mind because you know there's no point doing all this work for something that no one is interested in. If there's no demand, if there's no one searching for what you are selling, there's absolutely no point on doing this work because it's a search-based machine. And that's where Everbee market research comes in, because you can see what's actually selling on Etsy. You can see actual revenue, how many sales shops are selling, how many views they are getting, how many people are searching for the keywords that you are thinking about marketing or the keyword that is for your digital product. And you can use this tool in two different ways. You can see the demand for the product that you are trying to sell, and you can also find keywords that people are typing on Etsy, and you can use those keywords in your Pinterest. You can use them in your title, descriptions, as I'm going to show you in a minute. So instead of guessing, you can start with actual data and make wiser decisions. If you want to try Everbee market research, I do have a link below where you can get 2 months for the price of one. So I'll leave the link in the description for you. This is the part that you came here for. You want to know how I get these pins written, designed, scheduled, and done in 60 minutes. So that's what we're going to get into right now. You need to get ready for this 1 hour sprint, and I highly recommend you actually use a timer, put it on your phone, because this is what's going to prevent this from becoming like a 4-hour conversation. It's absolutely fine if you go over the time. Just be kind with yourself if you're doing this for the first time. time, but you don't want to be like trying to make it perfect because that's not the point. So in this sprint, we have actually 5 steps. The first one is where you're going to choose the destinations, the URL that you're going to send people to, and that shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, okay? So you're going to find, is that a freebie, is that a blog post, is it a landing page? You're going to pick these 2 URLs and leave them on the site. Step number 2, you've got 10 minutes of market research, and these are the most important 10 minutes that you're going to spend on this sprint because, as I told you a million times, Pinterest is a search engine. So if you don't use the keywords people are typing like on the search bar, you're not going to get any views. To find some Pinterest trends, you need to go here in Analyze Performance, click on Pinterest Trends, and you're going to click on Search Trends. Here you're going to type some keywords related to what you are planning to promote or sell. So let's say budget meals. And then we're going to find all the keywords related to that. So let's say high protein meals. We can see this one is growing, high protein meal aesthetic. We can see the graphic here growing a little bit. And what I like about this is that it gives you other ideas as well. If you are like, oh, I don't know what keywords they're searching for, Pinterest is telling you is this, like they are typing these ideas as well. So let's say meal prep ideas. Let's say healthy kids lunch. So you're going to find the 4 keywords that are related to what you are planning to promote, the keywords that you want to use. So here it only allows you to search 4 keywords, and that's more than enough for what we're going to do in this video. And what I love about this tool is that it's free, but also you can see visually the comparison. So here you can see easily that meal prep ideas is the keyword that is having the most search volume. So you can like try to use that keyword a little bit more and explore that like opportunity really, and it gives you other ideas as well. So once you do that, make sure you write all your keywords down, write it in your Notion template or in a notes app. So we're going to use that in the next step. Find the 4 keywords that you want to use and get them ready for the next step. Step number 3, you're going to generate your titles and descriptions, and you need to make them optimized for SEO. This is going to take only 10 minutes. Thanks to AI, we are in the AI era, so we don't have to manually type every title and description like I used to do when I started. So this is going to be very quick. You can do it in Claude. I actually have a Claude just to create titles and descriptions on my Pinterest account. I've trained it, and when I give the keywords that I'm going to use, who is the audience that I want to target, what is the URL that I'm sending them to, and Claude is going to do the work for me. It's going to write all those titles and descriptions that I'm going to be able to plug into my pins. Step number 4 is where you're going to design your pins. This should take you about 25 minutes, and I've actually created a vault with pin templates that you can use, and you can just duplicate it, change the text, the colors, and adapt to your branding so you can make this process even faster. And remember that you don't need to make every single pin perfect because you don't know which pins are going to perform well or not. Everything is a test, so allow yourself to test it and have fun with it. After getting Claude to write the title, the descriptions, the alt text, all that information that is going to get your pins found, I add everything into my Notion template. This is a very basic template. So here I put all the titles, the descriptions, the alt text. I actually have it here, the whole thing. If it is scheduled, if it was created, what month this pin is going live. This tag here is not helpful actually. I'm going to hide it. If what format it is, if it's going to be a carousel, an idea, a video pin. The other thing that you can ask Claude is to create this on-screen text because it's going to make it so much easier when you are designing. So I will show you an example in a minute, but here it will give me, for example, it will give me the heading, it will give me a subtext, and it will give me the button text. So all I need to do is just copy and paste. So let's do this one with me. Is the last one for this bucket. This one is for the freebie bucket, and we're gonna create this pin together. Okay, using the template that I shared with you, the pin vault, I picked a template here. I the first thing I do is to copy the pin title and I add it in here. So I copy and paste the pin title. Then I'm gonna go on into the on-screen text. I'll copy the heading. I'll paste the heading. Don't worry about making it like perfect and polished now. I'm just gonna paste the whole text because I'm already doing it, and then I'll figure it out. Access pin bold. So once I do that, I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit. I will adjust the font. I want this to be like a little bit more like this. So I will adjust it. I already have the image here, so that makes it easier. And that's it. That's my pin ready. So I just check here, pin created, so I know it's ready to go. Step 5, you are going to finally schedule all these pins for the entire month. You don't want to schedule them for the same day. You don't want to publish them all in the same day. Please don't do that. You want to show Pinterest that you are consistent, that you're publishing every day. And that should take you about 10 minutes. Personally, I do that into the Pinterest native scheduler. I don't pay any extra tools. I don't use Tailwind, and I don't pay for anything. I just do in Pinterest. So 1 hour once a month, you can schedule these pins for the entire month. And that's just the beginning of your traffic machine. But I need to warn you about some things that can destroy your reach. Mistake number 1 is pinning the same product and the same images over and over again. Some people think that they are saving time just publishing the same thing over and over because Pinterest understands that is a fresh pin, is something new, but you are just trying to cheat the algorithm and it doesn't work. It will flag your account if you publish the same one over and over again. Easy solution for that is just to create different variations for the same product. Make them look different, create different pins for it, even if you're sending to the same URL. And you can also repin all the posts into your boards from other people, so you don't have to create them new every single time. Number 2 is only pinning Etsy listings. This is a big red flag because your account is going to look very spammy and it's going to look like a Etsy shop. That's not what they're looking for on Pinterest. They are trying to get inspired. They are trying to get motivated. They are looking for ideas. So you need to bring that feeling into your board instead of just sharing a product over and over again. So instead, you can send them to a freebie or a blog post first. That way, you are not just getting views, but you're also growing your own community. And if you are thinking, okay, but I don't have a freebie, I don't have a blog post, I don't know where to start, you need just start where you are right now. If you don't have a freebie, create one. Sit one day, create a freebie, and you start sending people to that freebie. You've got to start somewhere. You don't need to have all of those things to get started. So if you don't have a blog, I would highly recommend you just start with a freebie, create an easy freebie and a way to collect their emails and start there. And because you are watching this video until now, I want to share with you a golden nugget that I realized when I was checking my analytics, and that is outperforming on my account. And that is video pins. So I would highly recommend, if you want to challenge yourself, add some video pins into your 30 pin mix, because my best performing pin right now is not a static pin, it's actually a video pin that I reposted from TikTok. I just downloaded from my TikTok account and I published the same exact video on Pinterest, and that video got thousands of views, saves, and even got me sales. And it doesn't need to be polished, it doesn't even need to show your face. My best pin right now is actually a short video, and is just a how-to video showing a little trick that I do in Notion, and that outperform all my other pins. So it's something that I would highly recommend you do it. So out of your 30 pins, you can make 4 of them videos. And if you already produce short form content, you have them already, so you can just repost them in your Pinterest account. Okay, I know that was a lot. So now let's do a quick recap of this Pinterest marketing strategy for your digital products. The funnel starts with your pin that will lead to a freebie, and then that's going to grow your email list, and that's going to sell your digital product. That's why you should avoid taking them straight to an Etsy listing or a sales page. The pin mix include the freebie pins, your paid product pins, and also your education pins. All these 3 buckets, they do different jobs in the strategy. Then you go to your sprint. This is your 5-step process that you're going to start choosing the destination you're going to send people to. You're going to pick 4 keywords that you are going to use. Then you're going to write your titles and descriptions using Claude. and you're going to create the templates. You can use the templates that I made for you. The last step, finally, you're going to sit down 10 minutes, get it all scheduled for the whole month, and that's you done. You probably came to this video thinking that you needed more pins to do more things, but you didn't realize that you actually need to have a system behind Pinterest so it can actually work for you and become like this traffic machine that your business needs. 30 pins done with a strategy will always out-earn 100 pins without no strategy. You only need an hour a month to get this working and start building this traffic machine. And of course, you need a little bit of patience as well to stay consistent, even when you're not getting the results yet. Because Pinterest will reward the ones that stay consistent and disciplined, not the ones that are going to give up after a month. And in the Freedom Creator Society, we like to take action because action is what creates prosperity. You can learn all day, but if you don't do anything with it, you're not going to sell your products. So this is your action plan to do after this video. You're going to pick the 2 destinations, find the keywords that you're going to use, build free CANVA templates you can reuse every month, and you're going to batch your 30 pins and schedule them all in one day. If you are a freedom creator that is very serious about Pinterest and using Pinterest to drive traffic to your website, into your digital products, I challenge you to commit to Pinterest for 100 days and watch what it does to your traffic, leads, and sales. I show you exactly how you can get started on Pinterest, how to optimize your profile, and more. So I will see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.